Mr. Drew Walker of of Walker Consulting Group.
Thank you. Get it right.
Yeah, gotta get it right. Gotta get it right. How you doing?
I'm great, Reggie. How about yourself?
Good. I'm doing quite well. Thank you so much for coming in studio. Our listeners, we often talk about making sure that they have their business in order. And one of the things that they must do is have a great marketing plan and marketing strategy. Well, in studio today, we brought you to talk to our listeners, those who are budding entrepreneurs or don't have a business that want to start a business or are in an established business and want to get more business. So we brought you in here today, Drew, to talk about what it is that you are doing and the services that you are offering. But first, Drew, tell us about your company.
Walker Consulting Group?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'd be happy to, Reggie. Thank you. Ralph, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. I met this brother about 10 minutes ago. We are best friends. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's right.
You have that something about you that just promotes that, Ralph. It just was wonderful. I'll talk to you about some promoting later. Reggie, thanks again very much for having me on Love 860, and hello to all the Love 860 fans and listeners out there this morning. Walker Consulting Group was born from an idea to help small, medium-sized businesses promote themselves over the internet and through other traditional means, but largely a focus on promoting via the internet. Right. And that includes, of course, social media, as well as some advertisements via Google and other search engines.
Awesome.
And it started there. It's rooted in my experience in business over the past 25 years, in that earlier, or 10 years ago, I was just talking to Emma and Star outside, who's going to come on later. I was telling them that 10 years ago, you didn't have an option to go on the internet and promote yourself. All the options that were available to you as a small business person were very expensive, and for most of us was out of reach. So we had to resort to breadcrumb signs. You know what breadcrumb signs are? Follow this sign around this corner, down this hill, and over there, and that's where you'll find the value. And unfortunately, not a lot of people followed the signs, okay? And it just didn't work out for many of us. But today, the internet offers the small, medium-sized business owner the ability to paint a portrait on a blank canvas about their business, right? They can paint it as they perceive it. They can paint the picture as the customer should perceive it, and then they can allow the customer to come along and actually add strokes to that painting from their own perception. And so you get a very rounded, well-defined vision of a business and the experience of doing business with that business from a customer perspective, and you can promote that entire image, that picture, that portrait that you painted over the internet at a very, using Walker Consulting Group, a very affordable price.
That is great. And yes, a very affordable price, ladies and gentlemen. Go check out his website, walkerconsultinggroup.net.
You know it well.
Yes, indeed. And you'll see the services that he offers. Get a free consultation today. If you
along with the free mobile website for a consultation to get you up and running.
Yes, indeed. Talk to us about the impact of social media and how that has basically changed the game.
Wow. I was on a webinar last night, as it turns out, and what was being discussed was the explosion of social media. We're looking at Facebook having an initial stock offering of over $100 billion now. They're valued at over $100 billion. What does that tell you about the impact of social media, right?
Yes,
and how long has Facebook been around?
Not long.
They've got 900 million users or members on Facebook alone. Now, Facebook tops it out. When you talk about LinkedIn as a business sector, or business item, they're there with about 450 million. And then Pinterest is a fast-growing, another social media website. So putting your presence, having a presence on those really makes a difference for a small business owner and actually can help them in branding themselves. When I talked about painting that portrait of yourself, that's a part of that is branding yourself. And Facebook and the other social media sites really help you in doing just that, setting yourself apart, engaging with your prospective clients and current customers, giving them a place to express themselves about your business as well. It's just unheard of, unprecedented, and it's going further.
How do you address those small to medium businesses who believe that they can do it on their own, apart from adding anything to their already bottom line?
do it on their own, Ralph, in terms of not
Marketing.
promoting and marketing
Yes, sir.
themselves
Yes,
via
sir.
the internet, then they're missing out. When you're talking about searches for services and businesses, there on Google alone, there's over what Reggie said, 10
10
billion
billion.
searches every month.
10
right?
billion.
10 billion with a B, Reggie. And so on a monthly basis, that's just Google. That's not Yelp. That's not Yahoo. That's not Bing. That's not any of the others. That's just Yahoo. I'm sorry, Google.
Google.
And so when you're looking at that, a certain percentage of those searchers are looking for what you do as a business owner.
Sure.
Now, doesn't it make sense to promote yourself in front of people that are actually actively looking for your services then and now, as
makes
opposed to hoping that they'll come along somewhere down the
Yes,
future?
indeed.
You're
That
missing
makes sense.
a big opportunity.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I mean, and to bring it to biblical purposes, faith without works is dead. So you got to, yes, have faith that you're gonna, if you've established and you found your purpose, you're gonna do it. But you got to put in the work, and you got to make sure that people know that you're out there. And I love the fact that one of the things that you always say is Walker Consulting Group can help get you found.
Absolutely.
Yes. Speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, the phone lines are open. If you want to ask Drew Walker any questions about your business, how you can get in touch with him, please call us at 404-355-8699. National callers, 1-866-923-2860. Drew, how do you help people get found out of these 10 billion searches? How do you do that?
Well,
Just
there's
with Google alone.
Yeah, that's right.
Reggie, I'm going to have to make that plug that you've been very, very good with me. We've worked together, and
Yes.
if folks go to the WalkerConsultingGroup.net website, the first thing you'll hear, other than what you'll see, is Reggie Cason's voice in a very well done promotion for me, and it's part of the services that I'm looking to offer to customers and to helping them to distinguish themselves. That's one way.
Yes.
Okay, it's distinguishing yourself. The other is by incorporating strategies that incorporate, as we talked earlier, social media, as well as a internet advertising campaign. I've been very, very fortunate to partner and associate myself with a company that is a Google AdWords certified partner by the name of Likes Local. And Likes Local has been on the scene for over 10 years now in one name, or in a previous name of Adzu, and now Likes Local. And they are dynamically growing their services for small businesses by offering pay-per-click advertisement via mobile. There's two dominant search environments going on right now. It's very interesting. The first is a laptop desktop search environment. It's a passive search, as they say. People go on as they're casually surfing the web and look for different things. The other is a mobile smartphone search environment, where today you've got 80 million smartphones in the U.S., and by far it is the most rapidly growing search device in our country. And people, the difference though is it's an aggressive search. Most times you're mobile, you're out riding around, and all of a sudden your significant other says, "Hey, let's get something to eat," and you say, "Fine, let's look for something," and you tap that into the smartphone search requirement, and all of a sudden up pops your choices, and they're all located close to you. The searches on the smartphone are all locally done, and there you go. So as a business owner, wouldn't you want to put yourself in front of them?
Sure. I think it's fantastic, the information that you're given. Going back to a biblical principle, you call a young man because he's strong, but you call the old man, not calling you old at all.
Thank you, Ralph.
You're welcome. You call the old man because he knows the way. So I'm going to use an experienced man, woman, because you know the way. So I would encourage all listeners, listen, plug into someone who knows the way, and you sound as if you know the way.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Ralph. I appreciate that. That comes from a lot of years of doing it the wrong way. I've got experience.
Wow. Listeners, you are tuned into the ATL show, and we have Drew Walker of Walker Consulting Group here with us. And get your free consultation. If you're a small business, medium-sized business, this is a service that you definitely need to have. We often talk about the economy and how the economy is down. I don't believe that. I believe that there is money that is still out there to be made, but you just have to be able to position yourself to get it. Walker Consulting Group is one of those firms that can help you to do that. Tell them one more time how they can get in touch with you, how you can give them a free consultation. You'll come out and meet with them. et cetera, et cetera.
Absolutely. For those who are interested in promoting yourself and showing up in search engine results, please call Walker Consulting Group at 404-434-8670 or visit us at walkerconsultinggroup.net.
All right. That is Drew Walker, walkerconsultinggroup.net. We'll be right back at you.